Hi, I'm Natalia. I go by A Million Minds on Instagram. I'm a photographer and graphic designer. Yeah. Right now, I have been involved in a lot of portrait photography and fitness. With that, I've been working with a lot of brands and influencers, creating some content that essentially is for the brand itself. And yeah, it's basically what I do. I started off as a fine arts student in high school, and from there I just had a love for photos because I then took a photography course. With that, you learn so much about it and the history of it, and we were starting off in film, so getting to develop a lot of my own work was really inspiring to me. So with that being said, making the choice to go into photography was very difficult because money-wise, you have to figure out what kind of creative field is going to help me get income. So I decided to take graphic design in college, and from there I fell back in love with photography after doing my internship. And yeah, that's basically how I got into it. My favorite field would have to be portraiture, just because getting to connect with people is really important to me. So it just creates something like when you're able to pull something out of somebody that they had no idea that they could do. Or meeting a complete stranger, they hire you for a service and you're supposed to make them feel good. So with me, that's my most favorite part, is having that connection and making that connection. People that inspire me, it's a hard question. I have a lot of favorite artists, like David LaChapelle. He is an amazing, amazing photographer. His style was just so bright and crazy and avant-garde, but yet, so contemporary at the same time. Who else my mom inspires me. She is a descendant of Trinidad. Came here from the Caribbean as well as my grandparents, so everybody here is like trying to make a living, so it's really inspiring for me to see that. It's not easy, and definitely doesn't make it easy for myself growing up as an adult, so my family really does inspire me. My most favorite series would have to be when I did a shoot for DNF, the cover it was originally for the P. Rain artwork. So I took a friend and we went to the studio. I just gave her a bottle of alcohol and said, pour it all over you. So we shot that in like maybe an hour and a half, and it was just so much fun, and the product came out so good. Social media is huge. I've been doing photography for so long, and it's like people care about your work, so I've never really thought that people would care visually about what I do. Taking pride in what you do and sharing that, you realize that there's a lot of people that are looking for that type and that quality of work. So it's definitely helped me. Challenges I face in my career. It would have to be just understanding how to monetize my work, finding the value in yourself as well when people are asking rates for your work. Kind of understanding how to do that in the beginning is very hard. So that's definitely something that I'm always working to improve on myself. And figure out myself as well. But I've found a lot of people that do this work themselves. So I ask questions and I ask them how much they charge and apply that to myself as well. Ooh, I don't plan. I try not to plan. It's too much, because and then things always change. Like I'll have an inspiration, I'll be like, okay, I want to do this. But as soon as you try and emulate something and stick to like one vision, like it changes. And so I like that. That's what I love about shooting. It's like when you don't plan, everything comes organically and it just turns into something completely different than what you expect. Currently I've been working with Sasha, at Sasha Exeter on Instagram. And we've been working a lot with the brands and trying to create a lot of concepts and content for them through her brand. Personally, I've been working with more musicians and small companies trying to help them, find product and content for themselves. I've worked with Tiki's lately, and their page is looking amazing from all the work that we did together. And I was so happy that they had me on set. They had a creative director, which really helped the vision come alive as well. Personally, like I said, just a lot more portraiture. I want to learn a lot more about lighting, so that's like my next venture. right now, natural light. And because I'm not comfortable in studio, that's what I'm starting to do more. Like you said, put yourself out of your comfort zone, you know what I mean? I definitely want to get better at learning lighting, because lighting can be so much fun. Studio it seems basic sometimes, but once you start learning about the lighting, things change, like atmospheres change, moods change. You can create so much. So I did start off in beauty photography as well. Like I did a little bit of that. And like I said, it's a little basic. It's a lot more about the retouching aspect. So being uncomfortable in studio, I definitely want to work more in there. Goals, studio work, more studio work. Definitely getting myself more familiar with the lighting situations. I want to reach out to a few more brands to see if I can pitch some ideas to them. I've never done that before, so that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. That's one of my goals to do this year, is definitely get myself out there a little bit more.